The doors of perception where cleans everything will appear to man as it is, infinite. Born on November 28, 1757, William Blake in his early childhood started to claim that he had visions inside his mind, talk about seeing God's face through his window and also about angels passing by the countryside. Being as different as he was, never went to a conventional school. Later on, he would show interest in art, particularly on drawing. As a young man, Blake started working as the apprentice of an engraver, where he knew what he was meant to do, create his own art. At the age of 21, he started preparing his career as an artist, the same year when he was admitted to the Royal Academy of Arts. In later years, he married his loyal partner Catherine, an illiterate woman who would later become cultured and skillful so that she would help his husband with his work. As a man, Blake always represented an oddly obscure family background, one he never actually enjoyed talking about. Socially, he was horrified by the life changes provoked by the Industrial Revolution. He felt the need to show, both through art and writing, his position on behalf of childhood and slavery. Blake was angered at the new factory owners for their use of child labor, making him start his defense on behalf of the rights of the childhood in his parents, particularly on his work The Chimney Sweeper. When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, weep, 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 weep. So your chimneys I swept, and in soot I sleep. There is little Tom Dacre, who cried when his head had curled limb a lamb back was shaved, so I said, hush Tom, never mind it, for when your head's bare, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair. And so he was quiet, and that very night, as Tom was sleepy, he had such a night. That Samson and Sweeper, Dick, Joe, Nan, and Jack were all of them locked up in the coffins of black, and by came an angel who had a bright key, and he opened the coffins and set them all free. Then down a green fleet, leaping nothing they run, and washed in a river and shine in the sun. Then naked and white, all their backs left behind, they rise upon clouds and sport in the wine. And the angel told Tom, if he'd be a good boy, he never got for his father and never won joy.
More about his work, he was multifaceted. Anyone who reads his poem and texts can find out a new point of view about the world. Another powerful poem is The Tiger. On the spiritual opinion, this poem is an open window towards Blake's deepest thoughts and revelations. It talks about how one must follow the spirit and imagination of the poet's mind. In the forest of the night, what immortal heart or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thin eyes? On what wings dare he spire? What the hand there slice the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews in the heart? And when the heart began to beat, what dread hand, what dread feet? What hammer, what the chain? In what firm race was the brain? What the anvil, what dread grasps? There in deadly terror clasped. When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamp make thee? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal heart or eye dare frame the fearful symmetry?
Blake indeed had his romantic side, yet it can be counterposed with his perspective presented on the lamb. He addresses the poetic voice as the lamb, pure, innocent, and associated with Christ, whilst in the tiger one can see a much darker scene. Who made thee, dost thou know who made thee? Gave thee life and bid thee feed by the stream and o'er the mead, gave thee clothing of delight, softest clothing woolly bright, gave thee such a tender voice, making all the vales rejoice. Little lamb, who made thee, dost thou know who made thee? Little lamb, I'll tell thee, little lamb, I'll tell thee, he is called by thy name, for he calls himself a lamb. He is meek and he is mild, he became a little child. I a child and thou a lamb, we are called by his name. Little lamb, God bless thee, little lamb, God bless thee. Religious beliefs were also portrayed on Blake's work. A piece that has these aspects is A Poison Tree, where Blake argues the religious doctrines that are cruel and the cause of harm towards believers, particularly to children, where it also warns about the dangers of emotional repression. Do not hold grudges, for it will develop into something dark, poisonous. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sent it with smiles, and with soft deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night hath veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. Willian Blake is recognized for dealing with religion, strong social issues, and about moral common beliefs. To see a world in grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palms of your hand and eternity in an hour.